Hey guys, Tony here. Hope you're doing well. It is Thursday, March 7th. I have some big news for you guys. I hope you're holding strong in this new asset class that is cryptocurrencies. Before I go further, this is not financial or investment advice. If you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Also smash the like button. Guys, Fidelity Digital Assets is officially live. We were told they will be launching in March, and indeed they are live. This was confirmed by their president at the DC Blockchain Summit, which we talked about yesterday. So Fidelity is, of course, a giant. They manage trillions of dollars in assets, have a lot of clientele, well known in the financial and Wall Street circles, a very well-known brand. And they are, of course, dipping into crypto because why? This is the new asset class that will be positioned as the stock market. And it's essentially, crypto and blockchain is the disruptive technology. It is the future. So they tweeted here, "We are live with a select group of eligible clients and will continue rolling out slowly. Our solutions are focused on the needs of hedge funds, family offices, pensions, endowments, and other institutional investors." So as you can see, they're catering to institutional clients, and those institutional clients have a lot of money. So that's why I always try to tell you guys, we have to be patient. Look at how, for example, if you saw the prices going down in December and you ran away, you dumped all your crypto and ran away, and you would miss this, right? Miss the infrastructure, the ramp up of the growth of this market. And patience is very, very needed here because these are real companies and businesses, and you have to think about it from their perspective. They have to do a lot of trial and error testing. They have to make sure everything's working. They don't want to launch and then screw things up and lose customers and lose the trust of the market. And they will do soft launches, as they said here. They're rolling out slowly, right? Soft launch and then a hard launch. And we discussed this about Ripple too. For example, with one of their clients, Mercury FX, which said now they're going to open up to new corridors after doing some small tests with xRapid, right? So I hope you understand that. Some of you may be a bit young, may not understand the business aspect, but that's why I try to help, share the facts here and approach this market from a mature, logical, factual standpoint, not infighting and saying my coin is better than this coin and that nonsense, which is really childish. The big money is not doing that. They're looking at this at how can we make money, right? So this is an exciting day. And of course, we know there's other players that were waiting to go live. We saw LGO Markets just go live. Be sure to check out my interview with the CEO, which I published yesterday. And here we have some news that the president at the DC Blockchain Summit said that there may be a delay in listing Ethereum. They have started with Bitcoin, but there may be a delay with Ethereum because of the hard fork and a lot of the things going around with that, right? I think that makes sense to me from a business standpoint. Let it complete its update and so forth before you do any type of listing or whatever it is. I don't disagree with what they're doing there. So it says here they may take their time adding support for Ethereum. And here's a quote directly from Tom Jessop, the president. "We're currently supporting Bitcoin. We have designs to support other coins over the balance of the year, centered to various criteria, including in-house selection framework, where we obviously look at client demand and other things." So of course they're going to look at market demand. What are people asking for? Now obviously I think it's going to be the top 10 for sure, right? Definitely the top 3, your Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, and so forth. But they're, like I said, they're going to do a soft launch, slowly roll into this. But they are live. This is exciting. And he said, with regards to Ethereum, he said, "We'd love to support Ethereum, but you have a hard fork coming up and some upgrades. So I think we're trying to see how things work out before we make a decision to put them on the platform." Logic would tell you this, right? Once again, if you approach it from a factual standpoint here. Now, moving ahead, we got some interesting stuff around XRP here in Ripple. So Ryan Selkis, who you guys know is the founder of Messari, which has been a huge FUD building machine around XRP, right? Putting out all kinds of stuff. Ryan himself said he was threatened by, some folks in the XRP community, has no proof. So funny enough, he retweeted what CZ Binance said, that CZ Binance believes XRP is not a security. Ryan replied, "I agree with CZ that XRP is not a security." This is so interesting, right? This guy was the biggest XRP Ripple hater. Something is happening. I think the education is getting to these folks. And speaking of that, we have the Yoni Assia, if I pronounce his name correctly. He's the founder and CEO of eToro, a well-known trading platform. Has been around before crypto because they deal with stocks and so forth. You guys have seen my interview with Maddie Greenspan, the senior analyst who works at eToro. He's been on my channel many times, and guess what? I'm going to interview him about this as well, so stay tuned. But Yoni tweeted the following: hanging out at Ripple in San Francisco, learning more about xRapid. Thanks, Chris Larsen, who's of course one of the founders of Ripple. And he said, has hashtag XRP, hashtag blockchain. Interesting stuff happening here. eToro could become an xRapid partner. They could be an exchange the xRapid exchange liquidity provider like Bittrex, like Coins.ph and others, right? And we saw Coinbase just listed XRP. So something is happening. I think the education aspect, the real world aspect of what is the utility? What problem are you solving? Not just this stupid over speculation and infighting between coins and different communities, but adoption, utility. What problem are you solving? Real company here using a digital asset to improve commerce and people's lives and sending money. So could eToro, like I said, you both use xRapid as a client, but also be an exchange liquidity provider? Very possible. Let's see how it plays out. I will try to ask Maddie as much as I can. And this news also comes with, check this out, guys. I don't think it's a coincidence. He was meeting with Ripple. eToro launches crypto exchange available in 31 U.S. states. Users in 31 U.S. states and territories now have access to eToro's crypto exchange and can trade 13 currently unspecified cryptocurrencies, the company announced today. eToro portfolio holders will be able to use copy trader and copy portfolios features, also available for other investments. So they are expanding here to the United States, and they also said, moreover, the US-based clients can now use eToro's crypto wallet. It currently supports 6 cryptos: Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash, Ripple XRP, and Stellar, and available for both Android and iOS. So the fact that they're launching in 31 US states, guys, I mean, this is interesting. And wow, something is cooking up here. So hodl XRP, guys. Now, we got some interesting news from Ripple. They are currently partnering with Tipping Point to improve some economic mobility for the Bay Area and San Francisco. So they said Tipping Point tweeted the following: fired up to see Ripple join a growing number of Bay Area tech companies committing funds and other resources to fight poverty in the region. So this is great. It's great to see they're doing this. And Ripple has always been great with building partnerships and marketing and giving back as well. You guys may remember the news from last year. They donated to schools and different charities and so forth. So these are things real companies do when they're trying to establish a brand. I'm not saying they're doing that for that sole purpose. I think they truly want to give back, but it's also a dual benefit, right, of folks knowing about you, hearing about you, and the brand building. So Ripple is looking to be a powerhouse, guys. Now, moving ahead, speaking of XRP, and now this article doesn't explicitly mention XRP, but we have to read between the lines here and the potential. So I'm not saying it's a certainty. I'm saying it's a potential. Swiss Stock Exchange 6 will tokenize equity on R3's Corda blockchain. So we have a huge stock exchange here, the largest in Switzerland, and they're partnering with R3. And what do we hear in December? R3 Corda settler will leverage XRP. We even just saw a demo video. I think I shared it with you guys last weekend, where you had someone from R3 showing how XRP would be used in the Corda settler. So Six Group, the Swiss stock exchange operator, has picked R3's Corda enterprise platform as the underlying blockchain for the digital asset trading, settlement, and custody service it is building. So this is very, very big. And I'm not going to read through everything, but I also, another company just did this. We had talked about it a few weeks ago, and I'm trying to see here if here we go. Moneta Go. We talked about that, right? Where they switched from Hyperledger Fabric to Corda. So not only is Ripple's xRapid going to be leveraging XRP, but you have R3's Corda settler, and each company, the bigger their network, right? Listen to me, the bigger the network, the more potential for these companies to leverage XRP based on their need. Now, will every company use it? No. We have to be realistic about that. But once again, it's the potential, right? The bigger the network, more different banks, different needs. And this is really great to see. So big stuff happening here. Now, we got some news from BitGo. So here's what BitGo's CEO expects Goldman Sachs and Fidelity's crypto custody plan. So this is interesting. BitGo, as you know, is the custodial service. BitGo let me bypass that. Crypto custodian shop BitGo has dominated the space for the last several years, a big fish in a small pond, with $70 million in venture financing with heavyweights like Galaxy and Goldman Sachs backing it. There seems to be little that can stop its momentum, except, of course, the natural rules of economics, namely the rise of competitors looking to steal a slice of the pie. Now, why would they be, why are so many people rushing into this? According to some people, crypto is dead. It's a fad. It's a scam. It's fake money. It's this and that, right? That's the headlines they're trying to put out to the average Joe. But you and I, that's why we look at the facts here. We have this discourse. This is why I put up this YouTube channel, right? So that you have the facts. We look at the details here, not just the sensationalized clickbait headlines. Crypto's dead. Bitcoin dropped 90%, right? No, markets move in cycles. And if you have a parabolic run up, you'll have a major correction. These are natural cycles that exist in all the markets. Now, it's more volatile and faster in crypto because it's the wild, wild west. It's young, very early, no regulation yet. So you have to understand where we are in the timeline. He says here, but BitGo CEO Mike Belch says he welcomes new players like Goldman and Co. Guys, Goldman Sachs, Morgan Stanley, they're coming. I know it's a bit slow than we want, but they're coming. If Fidelity's there, JP Morgan's launching a coin, and you have TD Ameritrade backing RSX, you have ICE backing Backed. You think Goldman Sachs and Morgan Stanley are going to sit by and just, whatever, twiddle they're coming, and they're going to be very silent about it. Goldman, he says here in a quote, would be tremendous for the industry. They're bringing 5 or 10 billion into custody in just a few months by just being Goldman. Wow. And that could cause the price of Bitcoin to spike, and it could spike on its own by a factor of 10. I'd love to have them in the space. Guys, this is not from some Joe Schmo or random YouTuber like myself. This is from the CEO of BitGo. Moves in different circles. They have raised money from Goldman Sachs, and they're working with many other folks. So I don't even need to go further. I mean, look at this news, guys. Look at what's happening here. The building, the investments, and so forth. Speaking of investments, final item here, Ledger Prime raises $12 million for crypto quant trading. So all kinds of different services and software and different mechanisms are being built now. Ledger Prime, a digital asset investment firm led by former Wall Street whizzes, has closed on a $12 million of institutional capital and secured commitments for another $8 million. The money is coming in. The proprietary trading firm, which began trading in the spot and derivatives markets for crypto in the fourth quarter of 2017, is owned by Ledger Holdings Incorporated, which is also the parent company of the crypto futures platform LedgerX. Here's a quote from Ledger Prime Chief Investment Officer. The raise is reflective of Ledger Prime's track record and success through the 2018 crypto crash, and shows the opportunity associated with trading crypto derivatives and demand for strategies that can generate returns in both bear and bull markets. Guys, the traditional finance Wall Street guys are getting in, and the investments are being made. We have the facts in front of us. If no one was making investments or building anything, yes, we can say crypto is dead. No one is getting involved. But we are seeing the flock, the herd is coming here, and it's being done quietly in a way, right? You have the crypto blogs are reporting it, but you're not seeing Fox Business or Bloomberg or CNN reporting on these things, right? Everyone is going about their daily lives, not really caring about crypto, thinking it was a scam. People who bought the wrong time, not understanding market cycles. but that's okay. We are lucky. We are the lucky ones. We're here early. We bought low, and we know these institutions are gonna pump the prices back up. They're gonna sell back to the retail folks and to other institutions because they have to make a profit, right? They have to get an ROI, and that's coming. But patience is the key. So guys, what do you think about this news? Leave your thoughts and comments below. Thumbs up if you like this video. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook and Twitter if you'd like to support the channel. Check out my donation addresses in the description as well as my Patreon group link. Thank you for your support, and I'll talk to you all later.